Flashing red, the morning commute in Purfleet in Essex today. The commuters, the people who want to run the country before the year is out. They were heading for a film studio of all places. Promises, pamphlets, pledges, and no shortage of razzmatazz. And this stuff doesn't happen by accident. Keir Starmer minus a jacket and tie, sleeves rolled up.
These are our first steps. They enable us, if you like, to look the public in the eye and say, this is our down payment on change. These are the first shoots of the change that you deserve to see. First steps that are ready to go, fully costed and fully funded.
They're making promises on schools, borders, antisocial behaviour, security, energy, the economy, and an extra 40,000 appointments in the NHS in England every week.
One card, 6 steps, in your hand, a plan to change the country. Thank you all so much.
Labour are remarkably good, let's put it bluntly, at losing general elections. Do you find yourself getting jittery, getting nervous that you might throw it all away?
We are never, ever going to be complacent about this coming general election.
Was this a launch venue booked for a summer election that's not happened?
But we're going to be ready for an election whenever it comes. We would have been ready in May if the Prime Minister had have had the bottle to call it then.
Is it a bit like being in an anxiety dreamers for you? An election campaign starting, Labour seemingly on a path towards victory, and it all goes pear-shaped.
It's a kind of relief that it's not me.
It's not him now, it's this man.
Keir Starmer, you want 40,000 more appointments a week in the NHS in England. Can you be specific? By when?
Well, I think we can start on this straight away. Without getting ahead of ourselves, I do know we've got to be ready, and that's why we're already having discussions with NHS staff about how we would operate to this model. So I think we can do that pretty swiftly. There are other changes I've set out
Pretty swiftly is quite vague though, isn't it? Is it not really a promise if you can't actually put a time frame on it?
Yes, it is. It's from day one, minute one, we will be working on this to deliver it just as quickly as possible.
And here's some more evidence an election's not far off.
I've done a lot of things in this job, but being here is probably on the more intimidating end of things I have to do.
The Prime Minister spent his lunchtime on loose women.
But I am focused on that election, right? I'm focused at the choice at that election because we've been through a lot, but I do think, actually, the things that we're doing are starting to make a difference. We're not there yet, of course.
Prime Minister, sadly, we are out of time.
But I do think at the election, the choice is about the future.
Yeah.
Right? And it's, the choice is, who can deliver a secure future for you and your family.
Do
That's
come
what
back and tell us when the election is.
And yes, there'll be plenty more appointments on TV sets, maybe even film sets, an industry of political persuasion before polling day wanders along.